alive. Just make sure I had volume. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fixin'. Say hi to Jax. Jax, say hi. I think you see something flying through the window. You know what? I'm about to open this window real quick. Hold on. I'm just gonna open it just a little bit. Ooh, what's that noise? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm your host, Tisha Yofo. If you guys haven't already joined the fam, please just make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button, click the bell right next to it. That way you guys are notified every time I go live. I guess Jackson wants to join the party. Oh, they smell so good. I just got these incense yesterday. They're like chakra incense, and this one is throat chakra. All right. Ooh-wee. Let's do it. You guys, it is so hot today. Anyways, hey Jax, you want to kind of move out of the way? I gotta pull up the charts. Anyways, guys, what's up? So today, I'm going to talk about Jupiter in Taurus. Very important, you guys, because looking at the charts right now, that is number 5 of the planets that we have in Taurus. And Friday, when the new moon's in Taurus, that'll be 6 planets, all this Taurian energy. So I'm going to talk about, let's give it a breakdown. If you guys don't know, I do timestamps. Okay, Jax, what you finna do? Hold on, y'all. You're gonna burn your tail with all my candles burning. I do timestamps that way you guys can refer back to whatever spot you want to go in. So here's what I'm going to talk about, just so that you're aware. I'm going to give you a little bit of Jupiter insight, some highlights. Really quick, and then as far as how it's, you know, in the Taurus energy, I'll give you a little bit of history back when Jupiter was in the sign of Taurus, as far as globally speaking. That way you kind of can get a low-key idea of what to expect on a global aspect, the good and the bad. Okay, just a little mentions. Normally I do the little pictures. I didn't have time. I'm really busy, and I actually coming on kind of late today, so normally I would slide in the little photos, but I'm live. So we'll just talk about it real quick, and then I'll do like a collective energy of what, you know, everyone is going to be feeling and focusing on with all this Taurian energy, and some tidbits there. And also too, I'll probably talk about, you know what, I'm going to say how this is going to affect you as far as all rising signs and what house it's going to play out. So some of you guys DM me on Instagram saying, hey, sometimes you say rising sign, but you never say what house. Because I know I'm just like looking at it, but I forget to say the number that I'm staring at when I look at the chart. So I'll make sure to, you know, duly noted to say the house. And I think that's pretty much it. I may pull cards at the end, see how much time we've got. I'm not in a rush or anything, but, you know, I don't want to be too long, but we'll see where the energy flies. I might just tap and do like a collective spread, because I know you guys like those. Normally, lately, it's been just confirmations of what I already say, and what's already kind of playing out based off of intuition and the astro updates. But, you know, it's good to get confirmations, right? So let's pull up the chats. Let's pull up the chats. Yeah, so we still got, so we're sun in Taurus, right? Moon is in Aries. I talked about that yesterday. Go watch that video if you guys don't know about Moon in Aries. I did do that for you as well. So Mercury's now direct, all right? We still have Venus 10 degrees in Cancer here at this time. I'm just letting you know what's going on. Mars is in Cancer too, but it's like finishing up, closing out. Saturn is in Pisces still. Uranus is in Taurus as well. Neptune's in Pisces. We have Pluto still retrograde in Aquarius, you guys. That's going to be for a while now, like several more months, I think. So I'll update you guys on that. And the North Node is also in Taurus too. So with all of these planets that are in Taurian energy, the major planets, it's activating our North Node, whether you like it or not. Now, the reason why I say whether you like it or not is because a lot of people don't like change. And so it's kind of forcing you to get out of your comfort zone, forcing you into change. Like you have to Get comfortable with being uncomfortable is pretty much the name of the game right now when all of these planets are in the sign of Taurus, okay? So a couple of highlights here. So you guys know that Jupiter actually rules the sign of Sagittarius, which is a fire sign, so it's not home when it's in Taurus, just so you know. So that means it's in a detriment in this position right now, which means it's not a bad thing, it's just not able to really fully express itself when it's in the sign of Taurus, okay? However, you know, this doesn't mean that it's going to be entirely negative. Jupiter is also known as like what they call the wise teacher. So this is going to really teach you to see how accepting you are of change, aka how much shadow work you've done to really accept where you're at right now at this time. So, or not accepting of this energy, right? So, and remember, Jupiter is the planet of expanding, so it brings lots of fortune, lots of wisdom, and the things that you tap into. It allows us to really grow in certain areas of our life as well. And also to just expand, okay? Expansion is the name of the game, okay? We're gonna get a lot of opportunities. You guys can really utilize this energy for your betterment, okay? You can really create some shit with this energy here, okay? You're gonna, like, I'm talking about, like, you could be, like, you want to have wealth and you want to have, like, consistent income coming in. You can be very well off if you play this energy right. And, you know, but you got to believe that you can do these things instead of questioning yourself and doubting yourself and bringing in the fear of it all. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you guys have already something going on, good for you. Kudos. Boom. If you actually have some ideas going, you got something flowing in the works already, like you actually already have things, you know, working out for you, just want to maybe boost up your clientele or your product line or whatever it is, great. But, you know, at least have something going for yourself so that you can set yourself up nice for later. Like, bring on that philosophical kind of an energy so that you can be enlightened as well. You can actually, you know, be so shocked that, oh no, I can actually do this. Oh snap, I didn't know I could really change. I didn't know I could really grow, evolve in this aspect of my life right now. You know, it's going to be that shocking for everybody. So you can, because it's a manifestor planet. Jupiter's a manifestor planet. You know, just focus on what you want. That's really the name of the game. If there's people out there that aren't supporting you, that aren't there for you, that aren't doing whatever X, Y, and Z, it's really just focus on you. Just really zero in on what it is that you want, because this is the kind of energy where, like I said, figuring out, you know, that Taurian energy, it's kind of like if you have a Taurus in your life, kind of, and they're in the higher octave, kind of emulate whatever it is they got going on. They're the ones that's supposed to be teaching us all this Taurian energy, especially when we're going to have on Friday 6 planets in Taurus. So it's going to be like, you know, where are you going to lie your bed? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are you going to make your bed, actually, and lie in it, I should say. So focus on what you want, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of it, okay? And that way Jupiter can expand and bring on that good luck, along with your action, aka your effort that you're putting it in. You have to put in effort. You got to take action, okay? So that you can take in these opportunities that are going to arise for you. Because you got to remember, it's in the sign of Taurus. That's bull energy. It's a fixed sign. So, you know, Taurus can be very consistent, right? But at the same time, and reliable too. But, you know, if you're dealing with, you know, that unhealed kind of Taurus energy, aka if you haven't done any shadow work, you're not accepting the change. You see how that happens? But if you have been working on yourself or working towards something, then you can have that determined kind of an energy and be a little bit more structured like a Taurus, right? And be very practical and be patient, because it's an earth sign. You know, earth signs are a little bit slower, but that allows you to practice patience, right? And trust in your own inner guidance system, in your energy, right? So let's see here. So let's do a little bit of history. All right. It's hot, so I gotta keep drinking water. So let me pull up here. So some history, you know, let's start with the bad stuff. Let's get it out the way. we had, you know, economic depression. There was lots of hardship, suffering. You know, we had lots of corruption with the federal government, conflicts after World War One. Remember, think of Taurus as an earth sign too, so that has to deal with like major earthquakes, natural disasters around the world, where the economy was kind of struggling, high unemployment rates, inflation for many countries, you know, the pandemic continuing. So that's kind of like a rough timeline of like a large list of years, but I just kind of smashed into one big bow. The good things that happened last time that Jupiter was in Taurus, we had the National Housing Act that was passed to kind of stimulate the housing market there and bring in living conditions for a lot of Americans. It's still going on. The MoMA Museum was, founded and opened in New York City with a lot of artistic things. Because remember, Taurus energy also is a sign of beauty and aesthetics. So there's a lot of art museums and little our architecture was different and things of that nature. So that kind of arose. Also, too, the United States launched its first satellite called Explorer 1, which kick-started the space race. This is funny. When I googled this one, the Barbie doll was introduced. The Barbie doll, the most popular toy, remember back in the day, for all kids around the world. Also, too, this was a revolution as far as everyone having their own personal computer at home. Like what were those, like the IBMs and the PCs of the world, right? Those are considered our groundbreaking big old bricks that were on, you know, some of your grandparents or parents probably still have it in the office. Another fun, interesting fact was Michael Jackson's album Thriller was released, and it ended up being the bestseller of all time. Shout out to MJ. If Michael Jackson doesn't come on and you don't move, something wrong with you. You ain't got no soul. I'm sorry. Also, too, we've seen lots of significant technological advancements as well, including the release of the iPhone. Okay, and what was that also including? Another app. Take a wild guess on what app was released when Jupiter was in Taurus last time. The launch of Twitter. Funny, right? And you see where Twitter is at right now. Also, too, you know, it's put out there, United States elected Barack Obama. We're not going to talk politics here. I just want to throw it out. Also, too, that was the sign of the jab. Should have added that at the beginning. We started to kind of low-key recover from all of that, as far as the business world and seeing more growth and increased employment. And also an increase in entrepreneurship. Okay, so now let's go ahead. We're going to talk about the collective energy. Okay, so looking at all these planets in Taurus, the Sun, Mercury, Uranus, North Node, golly. And now Jupiter. So, like I said, and on Friday, we're going to have that new moon. Let me look at the aspects really quick here. Okay, we got Mercury sextiling Saturn. I talked about that yesterday. Mars trining Neptune. Talked about that yesterday. Jupiter squaring up with Pluto. Talked about that yesterday. So just go watch that video as far as aspects. I want this to really specifically be about Jupiter and Taurus. And I also talked about Mercury in Taurus too, going direct. So watch that video. But as far as the collective energy, so what do we want to do? So pretty much setting clear intentions, okay? Be specific about what you want to achieve in your life and visualize yourself already achieving it. So you have to remember, Taurus is an energy that can be very excessive. It can also be very stubborn kind of an energy. It's all about the material gain. So especially if you have Jupiter in Taurus, like, people with this placement, you're going to really need to guard against becoming too attached to your possessions, pretty much. And you have to get out of your comfort zone and really resist the urge as far as being tempted, as far as overindulging, you know, overspending, things of that nature, especially if you have Jupiter and Taurus, okay? Because this can really expand this for you if you have that in there, if you guys are wondering. Because I know that's going to be a question. What if I have Jupiter and Taurus? Well, it's going to be like extra potent for your ass. Okay, so, you know, and all that means is you may just need to learn a little bit more, okay? Learn a little bit more, figure out ways on how to be more flexible, you know, take on change, like really bring up the ideas and just take action, especially when it comes to whatever it is that you value. Remember, Taurus energy, value possessions, and also to whatever you believe in. So that can really play a toll on your next steps. The other key thing, since we're all in this earth energy, right, it's really important to stay grounded. So some things is to tap into nature and be mindful and focus on the present moment, okay? So really appreciating, like I said earlier, Taurus loves the beauty and aesthetics. You know, that Taurian energy, they'll recognize if, you know, I threaded my eyebrows or not, or dyed my hair, or got my toes done. Like, they really pay attention to the fine details, earth sign energy. So, you know, appreciating life for what it is, you know, appreciating the art, you know, the sound from nature, from the birds when you're outside, you know, the pleasure of all your senses, you know. Just be grateful for all of those things too. They can lead you to high places, especially if you have the ears to hear and the eyes to see. Some of you guys may have your clairs, you know, high end, or your powers, you know, your magic that you got going on. So you know, I'm just gonna leave that right there, but you know what I'm talking about. So now during this time, this is where it gets a little tricky, because you kind of want to only spend your money on things that actually matter, that you value, and that can actually bring you somewhere. Because also within this energy of Jupiter and all the other planets that are with it, especially in Earth energy, we can really want to go outside. We want to taste the fine food. We want to feel good. We want to fuel our bodies. We want to go out and do whatever it is that we want. Have a grand old time, you know, really indulge, have the food, the wine. Also too, you know, it's coming up, warmer weather, you know, wherever you're at. Everybody wants to be outside. We outside, okay? So, and just really overindulge, like, in whatever that looks like for you. Whatever you indulge, what are you addicted to, or whatever, you can overindulge, pretty much, okay? Because all these planets in Taurus, it's really like looking at the beauty and the arts. It's like you can really have beer goggles on too. Like someone that you normally wouldn't talk to or walk up to or think is fine, all of a sudden they look real good. Like they just like, oh, you just made, God took their time with you. Like you just really pay attention to, like, you know, you just have that eye is going to come out for anything aesthetically pleasing. The way things are designed. So this even looks like, you know, making sure your house is copacetic in a way where it's just like inviting and comfortable for you. So you might want to buy, like, haul your whole closet, or haul like some home decor, haul, like, you know, so you got to be real careful not to overspend, right? Overindulging, going in the wallet. You got to be very practical right now at this time, okay? Because with that Uranus and Taurus energy, the unpredictable could happen. And then we also have Pluto and Aquarius, which is retrograde right now, but which is going to go into Capricorn, another earth sign, okay? So super, super important. So this is the time to really check to see what resources you have, right? Or cultivating those resources, making sure you're set real nice. That's what I said. It's just a grand energy, just to really stay in the present moment and really focus on your energy right now at this time, so that you can have the energy and the time to worry about the things that's going to bring in this vision that you have for yourself. Instead of looking, oh, what's on their plate? What they eating tonight? What's going, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really want to pay attention to each brick that's being built at this time and how you're building each brick. You know what I'm saying? Is it with rubber? Is it with cement? Is it gonna, you know what I mean? Are we doing stucco on top? Like, what are we doing? You know, you got to really figure it out. So, you know, you can do this through venturing off, venturing out. Okay, that's that Taurian energy. Jupiter likes to expand, things. And then having the sun in Taurus, I want to get out, you know. And then also too, where we have, you know, Uranus in Taurus is thinking outside of the box, okay? So this looks like business ventures too, as far as our money, different investments, ways, different, you know, side hustles and other ways to make money. Like we should all be, or you probably are thinking of all that to bring in that stability in your life, right? This energy, like looking at these charts, you guys, I just have to say it's all related to finances. It's all related to the things that we possess. It's all related to material security, period. So if you're out there lollygagging and just in this, you know, I don't give a fuck energy, as far as like, I'm just gonna like do whatever and be whatever and have whatever happen, man, you could really set yourself up real nice. You know, play the other part of that, like flip it. Who cares about what, you know, Emily and, you know, Rebecca had said? You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares about this person ain't whatever? Just move this way, out the way, in your cut, and do what you got to do. It's just pretty simple. That way you can expand your horizons, because that's what Jupiter can do, Jupiter and Taurus. So during this time, and some people, like I said, also too on the other token of that, if you already have Jupiter and Taurus, like some of you guys already have that knack. That's why I said if you guys have a Taurus person in your life and then they're in the higher octave, they can really teach you something about how to attract wealth and abundance in all aspects of life. As well as they already desire to feel comfortable and to have options and to build security in their life. So it's like they can probably teach us a few things. They can probably teach you a couple of things. If you have one, ask them questions. You know what I'm saying? They've probably been through the ringer and they finally figured it out. Or they're working towards that, okay? So, you know, and like I said, with this Uranus and Taurus energy, unpredictable, embrace change. I don't know, I should have called this video just accept change. Uranus and Taurus, okay? Expect the unexpected, period. Anything could, you know, but think of it, be optimistic about it. Because if you think about it, let's say you've been doing something the same way your whole goddamn life. Hey, what's up, kids? Thanks for tuning in. How are you? So let's say you've been doing something your whole entire life the same exact way, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get hit with the ugly stick and you're forced to do something in a way that you don't want to do. And you're like, oh, dang, like you're bummed about it. But you got to be more optimistic about it. If something is to happen, you have to recognize that those unexpected changes and shifts and things that are happening, as far as maybe people going away, and then maybe it brings in a better person, as far as, you know, whatever ship you're sailing, business partnerships, love relationships, friendships, whatever have you, right? It can be making room for what can actually help you excel. So some of these unexpected changes can possibly lead your ass to a greater abundance. Maybe there's something that you didn't learn and somebody's here to give you that knowledge and drop a seed real quick. You might only know them for a season and then they might be out, but that they did their job. You got the message, moving on. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say embrace change. I know change kind of sucks because sometimes it can be so sudden, out of left field, out of nowhere. But if you kind of already set your mind to saying, you know what, whatever happens, happens. I'm just going to figure out a solution, and I'm just going to kind of not go with the flow, but go with the current, right? Because if you go with the flow, then you don't have any boundaries set. You want to go with the current and not against the tide. Don't be in a flunked out energy, please. Okay, so you have to really know that taking risks is going to take you to high places. You can't, receive something or be in a receiving mode if you're not taking action. So to take a risk, you have to take an action. And what does that involve? You going out and exploring, Taurian energies, land, outside, getting outside of the house, like really, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you got to get it together. And then on the same token of that, we have, Mercury's direct now in Taurus. It's still in a 2-week shadow period. You gotta make sure your communication is clear. You gotta communicate and have conversations where you're conversing very clear, very concise. I feel like that right now with the moon in Aries is helping a lot, especially right now if you're trying to get things done for this week. I think just today and tomorrow, and then it's going to change signs. Let me actually pull up the moon chart here. But moon in Aries is like I was saying earlier, it's cut and dry. It's like it's letting you know what's up. And then with all this Taurian energy, people are being very detailed. No, I didn't say that. I said X, Y, and Z. I know exactly what I said, and I remember when I seen you. But anyways, what's up? Like, it's that kind of an energy. There's no sugarcoating shit. It's literally black and white. So clear communication is going to be key. Damn, say that 10 times fast. Converse, like communicate your intentions clearly and be so that you can be a little bit more effective in your life. Also, too, this is the time to really have some active listening skills, because if you just sit back and watch and grab your popcorn, like I said, a lot of people 9 times out of 10 are telling themselves that way, you know, if you're wasting your time and energy, where you can go somewhere else. Because the Mercury and Taurus energy, we only want to be talking to people of substance anyways, and that have shit going on. Why? Maybe you can get some creative ideas from that. Maybe you can get motivated a little bit. Maybe it'll put some fire under your ass so you can start, you know, bringing those ideas to life. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy. I'm good. I'm lovely. Thank you. Better than amazing. So that's why, like, this Mercury and Taurus energy is real good around all this other Taurian energy too, because it's allowing us to only be in those rooms and talk to people that actually have substance, okay? That are kind of going towards building just like you are and building those bricks. So it only makes sense. For me, I know if people are talking in an energy where it's just gossip or I can't learn anything from it, we're not dissecting and reflecting to learn anything as far as shadow work, we're not coming up with ideas on how to move forward, none of that stuff. If it's all just negative Nancy kind of an energy, I'm not even attracted to that. That's really the name of the game. Like, it's really that simple. Like, because I'm trying to, you know, we're all in this area, we're trying to get shit together. So, really listen to people too, because they might have an idea. If you're sitting there and you're closed off and you think you just know everything, or you're just so set in doing a certain thing your way, this would be a grand time to really switch up your perspective. I'm not saying that you have to really believe in whatever they say and, you know what I'm saying, and do exactly whatever they tell you to do, but it would be good to, you know, see the world in their eyes, see their perspective of it on whatever aspect is that you guys are having a conversation about. Maybe they either might really help you, or you might just be like, you know what, it might be confirmation that your idea was a good idea in the first goddamn place. So either or, you know, take it how you want it. And then having the sun in Taurus set 25 degrees right now. So that's kind of like where that energy is like, really, you got to believe in yourself. Really got to believe in yourself. Bust out that inner child with those ideas and being innovative. And with sun in Taurus, this can also help you to build your self-confidence and knowing that you can do it. Because like I said, Tauruses like to be reliable, consistent kind of an energy. They like the details, the aesthetics, all the things. They like to just set themselves up real nice. So you can really do that if you have the confidence, if you did enough shadow work, if you built you know, self-esteem within yourself, willpower, you know, all of those things. You can believe you can achieve whatever it is that you want, and nobody can stop you in the midst of doing whatever it is that you want to do. You're not going to listen to your mom or your grandpa saying, yeah, don't do that, just let it go, just go get a job. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to listen to those things. You're going to be like, I don't care. Even your lover, you're going to be like, I'm still going to do it. Like, you know, but if you're not confident, you're going to allow other people to sway you during this time. Okay? So which way you want to go? It's really that simple. Because you're supposed to be operating your North Node anyways, and all these planets will force you to operate in your North Node, period. But, you know, have you done enough mirror work on yourself in order to allow this to happen and allow the change to come about? Or you want to just literally get washed up? It's totally up to you, but I'm just, you know, letting you know this is that energy that's playing out right now. And then wait till Mars goes into Leo, I think this weekend, and that new moon energy. New moons are all about, you know, starting things. And Leo, the sign of Leo, it's like Leo likes to keep things lit as far as Mars being an action planet. So, You know what I'm saying? Like, so brew things up now, whatever ideas, get the plans ready and going, get things situated, tie up loose ends, with this Mercury going direct, in the shadow period for the next 2 weeks, tie up those loose ends, get things together, get things in order for yourself, plan things out, and then boom, like you'll have this, we'll get, all of us will get a lot more energy. I'll do a video on Mars and Leo later, but yeah, you see how all this is kind of playing out and it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to set you up to get, get the gears going. I was going to look at the moon. So after Aries, it's going to go into Taurus, of course, with the new moon. So like that's planet number 6 on Friday with the new moon in Taurus. And then it's going to jump to Gemini. Okay. So having those conversations, thinking about certain things, and that's going to happen on Saturday and Sunday on the weekend. So like I said, start having those conversations with people. This is a good time to kind of like get out, be sociable, and see who are you really talking to? Where are you getting your information from? Are you utilizing your discernment to know that this is a room you need to be in or not? Period. Because you don't want to sit here and waste your time and lollygag with all this earth energy, especially with Jupiter and Taurus. It's going to be, you can really, I'm telling y'all, you can really create some shit and invent some shit that'll have you just sitting real pretty for years, okay, if you play this right. Now, I'm going to talk about how this is going to affect you, and I'm going to talk about each rising sign, okay, so all the way from Aries to Pisces. Don't forget, everything's going to be time-stamped, that we can refer back to it if need be. So let's pull that up. All right, let's do it. So, we have Aries Rising, and Aries Rising, this is going to be in your 2nd house, okay? And the 2nd house is all about your finances, values, and self-worth. So, this is definitely going to be a really good opportunity for you to really build your financial forecast. Really focus on the stability. Like I said, if you are trying to get a house, if you're trying to move out of Dodge, if you're trying to, gain a new skill set, and, like you might be learning something or something like that can, you can monetize off of 444. Like, this is a really good time for Aries Rising to really focus on that. Focus on your material possessions, because I know you like to, you like to start things up. So it's like, well, get started, get going. You know what I'm saying? Get it together. Whatever it is, that vision that you have for yourself on your vision board, and whatever you want to play out, you want to, let's say you want to go live in Florida in a house, or you want to go to Costa Rica, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And no alarm clock life. This is the perfect energy for you, okay? I feel like you also automatically, if you are already working on this, with all of this Taurian energy, excuse me, you might already experience a boost in your income. Whether you are a big dick energy CEO of your own business, or you work for somebody else, you can really increase your income in the house number 2 as well, because it's all about finances and value as well. So this can really enhance your financial portfolio for real, okay, if you use this energy right. Taurus Rising. So Taurus, of course, it's going to be in your sign, so it always starts in the 1st house. So this is going to be in the 1st house. So 1st house, it's all about self, right? It's all about how you appear to other people, how you identify yourself to the world. So you're going to definitely have lots more, if you weren't already confident, now you're going to be extra confident. Like, you're going to just be like, I can do this, and I can carry out that, and we got this going, and boom, boom, pow. That's a grand energy for Taurus to be. Like I said, if you have a hierarchy Taurus in your life, pay attention, ask some questions. They might be able to teach you something right now at this time. So you're just going to really expand all the aspects of your life that you are into right now at this time. I feel like Taurus you're going to be a little bit more optimistic as far as, especially if you already have things going for yourself. You're going to be thinking of now different ways on how to increase your financial portfolio, or bring in more material possessions in your life, or beautifying things in your life. This could be changing the way that you look. You might have changed a hairstyle, you got a new wardrobe, you got a piercing, a new tattoo. You know, you might just dress different, new jewelry, whatever it is, new wardrobe, like I said. But also too, maybe your house where you live, your car, you might dress up your car and do something. You know, you never know. Whatever, you know, brings in that beauty aspect for you, you might be doing that, working out, whatever that is for you. But I feel like you're going to be a little bit more optimistic as far as that portion, and also too as far as new experiences. If you're a Taurus, it's like, you know what, I've done so much in my life and I've already did this, done that, and you're just ready for brand new. You're going to be like opening up new experiences with open arms, like pretty much. And I feel like even right now, I'm sensing like a lot of Tauruses are very outgoing. They're way more outgoing, way more generous. This might be a Taurus that might just, you know, I got the bill. Like, I got one hand washes the other. Get next, you know, like I feel like that's Taurus energy right now. So let's pull up a Gemini Rising. You guys hear the birds? They sound so cool. All right, so Gemini Rising, this is going to be in your 12th house. So we all know 12th house is all about spirituality, introspection. It also can be hidden matters, or aka hidden enemies, or anything hidden in your life. So Gemini Rising, this is going to really inspire you right now to get really grounded, and to build on, you know, the spiritual side of you, 12th house. Right? So you might tap in more with self and master parts of yourself, to where maybe you can end up teaching it later on to somebody. Okay, so solitude probably is going to be the name of the game. If you already felt that energy of like, you know what, I'm just going to go over here and do my little thing and focus on me, you're in the right energy to operate in. Off top, off rip already, because you're probably feeling it. You're probably feeling that energy. This is the time, maybe if you feel like you need to do some shadow work, if you feel like you need to do a little bit more healing, you know, something, you might get triggered by certain people, places, and things, and so boom, opportunity for you to heal. So finding ways to get grounded. You might be learning about, you know, some esoteric information, some metaphysics, whatever it is. Like you might be tapped into that, reading books, gaining information just so you can know more about yourself and master it, like I said, so that you can tap more into your power and your magic and be comfortable with it. Behind the scenes, you know, you might pop out and be like, ew, I know who I am now, what? Like, you can't mess with me, what? You know, that's the kind of energy. But also, too, you could also kind of be helping people, like, low-key having, like, minor little projects, whether it's helping out family members, friends, like, kind of on the side, though, like, not broadcasting that you've done X, Y, and Z for people. You're gonna, like, keep it on the low, in a sense, if you are really kind of, if you have the time to engage with other people, when you're outside of solitude within yourself to help others. Okay. Cancer Rising. Cancer Rising. So Jupiter in Taurus is going to be transiting through your 11th house. Okay, which is all about what? Friendships, community, like social groups, and your long-term goals too. So you're going to be able to expand your social circle. So what does this look like for Cancer Risings? You guys might be traveling a lot. You might be putting yourself in different rooms now, and you might be the new face of a new group online, or, you know, in your community. You might be just participating in new endeavors right now at this time, okay, to gain new friendships, okay. You're going to increase your actual activity within that as well, okay, because Mars is in Cancer right now, but it's about to go out into Leo this week. But that's going to give you that fire. Now it's like you were going through all your feelings. You started out like, okay, I'm going to do things outside of the box. I'm going to ignore all my emotions right now. And then boom, your emotions start hitting. And then when Mars goes into Leo, it's all about taking action now. So you're going to be definitely increasing your involvement within group activities, just new things to help you expand. Anything that's going towards your goals and your dreams and your aspirations, you're doing it. You're all for it. You're there. You know what I mean? If you're inspired, if you receive support from certain people, you might gain, you might see an influencer and you guys might connect, you know what I'm saying? And then, hit it off or some shit. Like anybody that's influential in your life, you want to be connected to right now at this time as a Cancer Rising, okay? So this is going to allow you to grow. Hey, what's up, Shaneva? Thanks for tuning in. This is going to really allow you guys to grow. You know, it's all about, I feel like it's more of like a collabing energy, especially being in your 11th house. Like you might be collabing, working on projects with other people, really coming up with ideas on how to bring in the bacon, you know what I'm saying, at home. So you might be involved in many different things while Jupiter is in the sign of Taurus, okay? All right, let's tap into Leo Rising. All right, so, hey, they're loud. So Leo Rising, this is gonna be in your 10th house. Ew. So this is all about career. This is all about your public image. You know, as far as, you know, your reputation too. So you're really gonna care about, you're gonna be paying attention to things that you say. You're gonna be paying attention to your actions, how you move, chuck and jive, how you look and appear to other people. What is the message that they're receiving from me? This is the message I'm trying to give out. Are they taking it? It's like you what's that saying? You picking up what I'm putting down kind of an energy. Like you're gonna be really more caring about that because maybe there's some things that you want to lift off the ground. You know what I'm saying? As far as business wise, as far as gaining material possessions and building your support and stability within life right now at this time. Okay, so you're gonna grow in a professional kind of a way. Like you're gonna be like, you know what, I'm done playing. I gotta really get it together now. Like I gotta really get it together. I gotta brand myself. I gotta create. I gotta get an LLC. I gotta do X, Y, and Z. You could be really tapping into that, or just seeing, you know, where are these other opportunities that you can advance in. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you're just gonna really increase your status right now, Leo Rising. It's gonna be a lot of hard work, but it's going to be worth it. You're going to want to put in the work in this energy as a Leo Rising. You're ready for it. You know, it's like you kind of had your time in another, when Jupiter probably was in another sign. So now you're like ready to go gung-ho. You're ready to achieve some shit. You want to also be acknowledged for your achievements as well. So you're really going to put the work in. And this could be a very favorable time for you. Leo Risings can really set themselves up nice. If you're an ambitious ass Leo Rising, you got goals, and especially if you're already a CEO entrepreneur or you're going towards that, like, wow, this could be a really good energy for you. You can really expand with this energy. More people will know you. That looks like more clientele, more sales, cha-ching. You know what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with that? All right, so next, Virgo Rising. So Virgo Risings, this is going to be in your 9th house, okay? We all know 9th house is very like the philosophical kind of an energy. 9th house energy is where you you can learn more of like a higher learning arena. Like I said, any like esoteric information or metaphysics, you know, anything like just really high up there. Shit, you even go back in time, you know what I'm saying? Break shit down. But also too, 9th house can be travel, guys. Okay, so Virgos, you guys are definitely going to be on the intellectual side of things. You might have a desire to gain more knowledge. So what does this look like? You might be, you know, learning a new skill set right now at this time. That way later on you can monetize that. You can start charging people for whatever you just learned. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where you guys are at right now. So it's all about you right now. You could be traveling. Okay, so 9th house is all about travel, but you could be traveling to different countries. Or even to different states, and gain more of like a cultural sense of how they do something. That way you can kind of broaden your perspective and gain a little bit more knowledge and wisdom in that aspect. Because, oh yeah, I've been there, I've done that. Okay, I see how they do it over there. They do it like this over there. They do it like that over there. So you might be engaging a little bit more spiritual practices too, because you're going to be more open-minded, okay? So that's Virgo. So you might be in like study mode too. Libra Rising. So Libra Rising, this transit, Jupiter and Taurus transit, is going to be in your 8th house. Okay, so we all know 8th house is things that we share, like our shared resources. You know, it also could be intimate relationships, but more of like a transformational kind of an energy as far as 8th house goes. So I feel like Libra Risings, this is definitely going to bring like opportunity for more money, okay? Opportunity for you to really have your money make babies. So thinking of where you're going to invest as well. You know, and it's very favorable for you right now you can even deepen current connections that you're in. So if you're, you have a business partnership, if you have a love relationship, if you're trying to get close, but it's more intimate though. But it can be other ships. But I feel like you can really utilize this energy to get close again to the ones that you love. You might be you need to pay attention to whatever it is that they got going on. You might be like, what, hey, so, because people change and evolve and grow. You might have been with someone for like 20 years. Now it's time, like, kind of figure out what it is that they're into. You know what I mean? You might be interested, okay? And this might help you with your own transformation. You might be like, you know what? I kind of like what you're doing. Can we do it together? You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be a cute little thing like that. So I feel like Libra risings are going to be in this. It'll be a little mysterious for you with all this earth energy since you're an air sign. But you're willing to kind of low-key explore like those different aspects. It's going to be kind of intriguing for you to walk into different places and areas, in your wherever you live at and stuff like that, or just explore different mysteries about yourself. Okay. Scorpio Rising. So Scorpio Rising, this is going to be in your 7th house. So we all know 7th house is relationships, any kind of ship you're sailing, actual partnerships. 7th house can also be like contracts, right? So for Scorpio Rising, I feel like you're going to be able to expand the current connections that you have right now. You either fuck with somebody or you're not. It's that simple. You're going to be like, okay, so they seem cool over here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my time and energy into this person. Why? Because the energy is reciprocated. One hand washes the other. They're giving me what I need. I can give them what they need. We can just make this work. Let's deepen it. Let's see where this goes. Because then in that case, if you are doing that, you can really attract partnerships that can be beneficial. They might have some knowledge that you might not have. They might have a skill set that you might not have, and vice versa. You see where that goes? Because I feel like we're kind of going to a bartering system. This might kind of help you. And then also too, Scorpio Rising, this can actually help you grow. Okay, really grow, really grow. So really, I would say be open to finding different opportunities, be open to collabing with people, figuring out where they're going, where they got things going, especially if you're a person that only has ideas right now and you don't have anything going right now. Find people that share the same mindset as you, in a sense, you guys have like mutual beliefs, that way you guys can kind of be on the same accord and then get shit going. Okay. Sag Rising. All right, Sag. So this is going to be in your 6th house. Okay, we all know 6th house is all about our health, our daily living activities, our daily routine, and work. It could be work too. So this can really bring opportunities for you as far as, maybe you want to excel at work. Now it's like, you know what? I'm tired of this position. I want to make more money. Now you're going to learn how to be next to the boss of the, you're trying to co-own the mini shop over here down the block. You branch off and learn something and make something of your own. You never know. It could be that. But also too, positive changes to your health and, what you're putting in your body, things of that nature, just your well-being overall. I feel like this is a good time to really focus on that. So if you're doing some activities to focus on making sure your gut is good, maybe detoxing, cleanses, spiritual baths, all the things that be great for you, because once you feel good, you're going to be able to take those energies elsewhere. Okay, you're gonna find a little bit of joy in that for yourself, and then you're gonna have the energy to carry out the activities that you want to carry out in life. Okay, maybe what are those things that you ended up dormant in? Did you forget to did you lose yourself somewhere? You know what I mean? So you can go back to the things that you want to do and add that into your daily routine, aka 6th house. Okay, Capricorn Rising. All right, so this Jupiter transit, so this is going to be in your 5th house. So this is all about how you express yourself. The number 5 also includes change, but also it's more of like a creative energy, the house of 5. So it also can be romance too. So this can really bring... You're going to probably find creative ways on how to bring on more self-confidence. So what does this look like? if you're not so confident right now, well, there might be some things that you might be doing to be creative. You might start, I don't know, taking up boxing classes so you can lose weight and look good, you know, but you're doing it in a creative way to where it's going to keep you in a consistent energy to keep you going and doing it. You're just going to be like more fancy about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not just going to do something, you know, you need to do it. Like, I know I need to drink water, so I'm just gonna put water in here and drink it. No, you're gonna razzle dazzle your water and put like cucumbers, lemons, and limes and chlorophyll to make sure show you as a drink. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a little creative with the things that you need to carry out, and it'll force you into the change, Taurus energy, and accept the change. Okay, so it's gonna bring a more happy, kind of joyful, kind of an energy to whatever it is that you need to get done during this time. Okay. So bring on that creative energy, right? I feel as if here that's going to allow you to be like, you know what, I knew I could do this the whole time. Like, and you're going to feel so much better. You're going to be doing way more than you ever thought you could. That's a surprising Uranus and Taurus kind of an energy that's going to bring for you. So I like that. Next is Aquarius Rising. So, we do have here, Jupiter's going to be in your 4th house. So we all know our 4th house deals with family, your home, and also the inner parts of you. Okay, kind of like think of like 4 wands energy, where you're like building the bricks, making everything balanced out, things of that nature. So maybe some growth, and you might be a little bit more domesticated right now. You might be wanting to, like, you know what, I just want to talk to one person and just, you know, they got wifey material, you know, they got wifey qualities or whatever for you guys, and then like, or whatever, it's not gender specific, but you see where I'm going with this. And then maybe only spend time with that one person, maybe grow together, you know what I'm saying? Or you might be in that energy, like getting your shit together, your skeleton bones, things at your home, or your home is here, your inner self, right? So working on that. That way you can kind of gain like a strong sense of emotional security when it's time, when that comes out, when you need that, okay? So you're going to be more in the nurturing, harmonious kind of home environment right now at this time. So that's going to be cool. Also, too, we do have Pisces Rising. So Pisces, this is definitely going to be in your 3rd house. So we do have the 3rd house is transiting. It's all about communication, your thoughts, your conversations that you're having, especially, you know, around your local community and things of that nature. So this is definitely going to be a very good period for you guys to bring in more opportunities as far as like learning some shit, like your intellectual growth, like really like tapping into the books and you know, learning about your neighbors and your environment. Maybe they know something that you might want to know. Maybe there's a career or something, skill set that they know how to do. They do welding or some shit. So this is you going to the neighbor's house and they teaching you how to weld some shit, or someone how to grow a garden, or you know what I mean? It's things like that. So you might be tapping into that. Also, too, I forgot, 3rd house can also be as far as like your siblings and things of that nature. So you might find ways on how to talk to your neighbors, you know. So just might be a desire to really learn some shit, explore some shit, you know, kind of tap into like new subjects and things of that nature. So this even looks good for you as far as like maybe learning to write. You might write a goddamn book this summer, who knows, or create like an online PDF that's something you can buy. Like, let's say the neighbor did teach you how to garden, and now it's like, okay, I know how to garden. I'm going to create a whole video advertisement on TikTok and make marketing videos, and I'm going to sell an ebook on how to garden and make your own food instead of eating this GMO shit. I don't know, it could be something like that, but you know, any form of communication would be something that Pisces Rising is looking towards. So, all right, guys, I think I'm just going to end it here. I'm not going to do a spread. I might come back tonight and do like an actual spread as far as collective energy goes. So don't forget to smash the subscribe button, click the bell, and I'll definitely see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to watch out. I'm going to have timestamps for everything, that way you guys can go back to it. If you need me, I'm going to be at vixenafterdark.com if you want to have a one-on-one with me. Whether it's a phone call, FaceTime, a recorded video for you, or an email, whatever it is, I'm here for you. All right, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.